Hi guys, this is Mando with M Traders, and we're going to be talking about natural gas. For those who do not know me, I mainly trade natural gas ETFs, UGAZ DGAZ, and we're going to be talking about what's been happening this week and what I think is going to happen next week. And we're going to try to make it short and simple. So for starting last week, we already started seeing a rejection at levels of 2.159, which is this level right over here, and we saw a rejection at 1.59. Now, during those days, we did not have any type of bullish weather. It was just, I guess it was a technical rejection at 2.159, and it's just caused a lot of buyers to be very interested at those prices. That has been the lowest it has been for the season in the last 10 years. And the last time this was this low was back in 2016. A lot of people think that it's going to go back down to 2.0, which is very unlikely to happen. A lot of things have changed. The policies have changed for governments where they are requiring companies to be more energy efficient or less pollution, which natural gas is considered one of the renewable energies or green type of energies, which does not cause pollution in the environment, versus coal. Coal does produce a lot of pollution, so I think companies are getting more into buying natural gas, especially power burn companies. They usually use coal. Now they're using natural gas, and at prices of 2.3 area, it's actually very very profitable for power companies to be buying those prices. So what causes natural gas to be bullish during the summer? If we have heat, which is the HDDs, the heating day degrees, which is the technical term they use for analytical companies, is that if there's a lot of HDDs or CDDs, cooling day degrees, they will actually buy more and more gas because they want to make sure they're set for the entire month. And at those prices, they actually see that that they want to get the best advantage. It's not only them; everybody's looking at that. Retailers, people like you and me, look at those type of reports. I get analytical reports from companies, and those are the ones that I share with my group. I tell them about what is going on, what's going to happen. For example, on this day, we had our bullish price for natural gas. We had 98 billion cubic feet built versus 103. If I'm not mistaken, 103 was the consensus. And we knew on Wednesday that was going to be the case, that they were expecting anywhere below like 99 billion cubic feet from my analytical company. And the general consensus was 103 billion cubic feet. Now, since the build was a lot lower than the expected, it caused this bullish push, which was probably about, I want to say about 8-9%. And on Monday, this one was about 11%. The reason Monday was about 11% was because on Sunday we did had word that natural gas was going to be very bullish. And well, not very bullish, but slightly bullish. We were starting to have bullish signs of reversals. And basically that's what the traders needed. They just wanted some type of information that said bullish. And right now, most of the traders that are bulls, they're pretty much like caged dogs, hungry, ready to attack and get their hands on anything they can. So if they see something that's going to be bullish, they're going to try to buy the living, out of natural gas. And they did it, right? And it's been continuing to make higher lows, higher highs. This one actually was a lower high. However, this one, if I'm not mistaken, compared to this, this one was actually a higher low. And then from here, we received note that this is the day that we actually had the natural gas EIA report, which is the weekly report that the Department of Energy provides every Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we knew on Wednesday that it was going to be bullish, or it was going to have a bullish surprise. Any surprise is possible. However, From my experience, there's been only 2 times where my reports have been wrong on those type of surprises. But again, each surprise, remember, they go up and they sell off very, very fast. A lot of people, they just play the surprise, right? They don't play anything else. They just play surprise, get in, get out in a matter of seconds. And this is what happened. However, it was able to, those news were actually pretty good that it was able to sustain these levels. So it was able to sustain above the 2.30. And at 2.30, 2.308, the power burn companies were very heavy on buying natural gas. They were still very interested at those prices. Currently, power burn companies are consuming about 3.2 billion cubic feet of natural gas per day, which is a lot higher than any other year that has passed, is my understanding. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but according to what I'm reading, that this year, this month, it has been one of the highest months for buying natural gas or for power burn companies to buy natural gas. Also, retailers, regular traders, also saw this type of bullish news that came out this morning, right? It usually comes out about 7, 8 a.m. They saw that natural gas was very, I don't want to say very bullish, but slightly more bullish than before from Sunday's reports. And this caused another pump right here to 2.36, making it a higher high. Of course, it fell off completely back down to the levels of support right here. And what I see right here, if you guys can see it too, I think this is better. I see there's a kind of looks like a double bottom. Now, I actually went into UGAZ. I don't actually swing anymore. However, given the risk reward on natural gas, we're already trading at multi-year lows. I decided to swing in just a few hundred shares of UGAZ, and we would have to wait for Sunday. I'm expecting that now that we're moving into hotter months, the extended forecast is going to detect further hotter upcoming weeks. So every Sunday we have a report that comes out, which is extended forecast that looks for, weeks in advance. I believe it's 4 to 5 weeks in advance. So every week that is added, every Sunday they add another week, and which causes buyers or sellers to either short or buy the future itself, causing it to go up or down. Very simple. And then every week or every day after that, there's reports that come out. That's basically deviations on the previous report that came out on Sunday. So if there's various deviations, then you're going to start seeing natural gas go down. But if there's further bullish deviations, then you're going to start seeing natural gas go up, which was basically what happened on Monday. On Monday or Sunday, we had a bullish extended forecast. And every day after that, we start having slightly bullish, I want to call it regular forecast, causing the deviations to actually push natural gas further up. Now, we see that is a double bottom. We saw that, or we know that power burn companies are very interested at these prices still. So, given the chances, I believe on Sunday we're going to have further bullish weather. Currently, the weather that we have, or the weather models for today, were slightly bearish compared versus today's 12Z results. Again, the 12Z, 0Z is military hours, which is 1200 hours, 0600 hours, 0300 hours. It's not any type of very highly technical terms, but it is the 0600, 1200. So if you know your military times, it's time to learn. So today's the evening weather models came out to be slightly bearish versus today's 12Z results, and that caused it to kind of go down. Now, I did roll DGAZ on the way down, only halfway. I wish I would have held. Probably would have made a lot more money, but I did not. Still was happy with the results. I sold here. I tried to go into UGAZ back down. That it was still going to reverse, and it did not reverse. So besides fundamentals, what I used to for trading, for me for trading, I use this, which is the stochastic momentum index and stochastic full. This is a stochastic full, this is the momentum index, and this is the RSI. These are the main 3 technical indicators that I use for trading. I do not use anything else but this, and the fundamentals, of course. Why do I use this ones? Well, basically for this, I like to look for when the blue line crosses the red line. That's what I want to see when I want to be bullish. I want to see this blue line, or in this case is the red line crossing the blue line going upwards. Or making simplest terms, I want to see both of them go in the same direction, either down or up. That's what I want to see. So that's why I like the SMI. But SMI is, again, it's indicators. It's not you solely you play on that. I look at level 2, I look at the active trading, I look time and sales, I look at a bunch of other stuff. But these are my 3 main indicators that I utilize for that. Today, this morning, we saw that it actually came down, and then it started to curl here, indicating it was going to reverse. Now, given the technical patterns that most people already know, it kind of slightly looked like a double bottom, given the fact that we have bullish weather models at prior to market open. I believe that it was going to be up, but I wasn't too sure. I like to be careful with my trades. It did actually pump. Once it pumps, I actually don't get in. Even if I'm here, I don't get in. Why? I think it's something I gotta work on my trades, but I did not. I did roll DGAZ again, came back down, stopped here, went into UGAZ, came back down, stop loss, and then I waited. Tried to go back in here. I actually made like $200 here. I sold, came back down, and then I waited. Once it got to this area right over here, I bought 100 shares of UGAZ. Then when the evening weather models came out, we're starting to look a little bit bullish. I added another 100 shares. So in total, 200 shares for a swing. It's not a very big position for me, but it's definitely some risk. It has some risk. But given the fact that we've been having some bullish changes, we're also going to be having some bullish builds on July. I believe that natural gas is going to go up, and it's going to be UGAZ time. Now, why do I think besides fundamentals and all of that? Well, we did talk about a lot of stuff that I believe is causing natural gas to go up. And like coal, like weather models, technical patterns, we are already trading below the, the average. We're multi-year lows again, and all that adds up. So given the fact that we haven't had actually bullish weather, we gotta hit summer at some point, right? Right now, there's going to be a lot of cities that are going to be on the hundreds. However, again, natural gas is across the United States. It's not only one portion of the United States, and the rest of the United States has not had pretty bullish weather or pretty hot weather, which causes power consumption, which causes natural gas consumption. Why? Because natural gas is actually a lot cheaper, or at a much decent price for power burn companies to buy natural gas, which is going to cause natural gas to go up. So since we haven't had very bullish weather, and we get into it's already the end of June, we gotta hit summer sometime, right? And that's my thought behind this. We're gonna hit summer sometime. We already started seeing some uptrend in natural gas prices going up. Oh, that's a big one. What I started seeing natural gas prices coming up. I'm only swinging about 200 shares of UGAZ, given the fact that I think it's gonna go up. I think it's worth it. And hopefully you guys also, take that into consideration, and also do your own research, right? Do like your options, see what people are trading, what do they think it's going to happen. Today natural gas at about 4,976, so let's call it 5,000 versus 2,800. Let's call it almost 3,000. 5,000 versus 3,000, so the majority is bullish. So every single day this week I seen the natural gas options be about on the call side. Every single day I have not seen a put side. Maybe the puts were just because of what happened this morning and there are a lot of people bought puts, but how much is open interest today, I do not know. I think that was the total volume on what happened. Might have they closed their positions? Yes or no? If you guys do know how to find that out, how many closed the positions for the overall day, not for the specific price target, but for the overall day, how many had open interest? I'm more than willing to listen. That'll be good for me to learn. Now, what's the moral of the story? I do think natural gas is going to still keep trending higher. I said that since Sunday, that it was going to be trending higher. Said and done. I'm not a wizard. I don't read the future. It's just something that I'm used to. I'm used to looking at fundamentals. I'm used to looking at patterns. I did learn a lot from Don Front show. If you don't know who he is, search him on YouTube. When it comes to technical patterns, technical plays, zones, rejection zones. Once the zone is actually close above the zone, it's going to continue the uptrend. And trust me, it does work. Right? So this is what's the zone. We start seeing lower highs. And all of a sudden, we broke the zone. Now we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. Usually how it works, right? I do not draw very pretty when it comes to zones or technical patterns overall. Again, I'm more fundamental. I'm a day trader. I buy and sell within seconds, between minutes. I do not hold for an hour, 3 hours. If I see there's not going anywhere for 2 or 3 hours, I mean, for more than 15 minutes, I see it just stagnant, I'll get out and play something else and wait till I see some action, because I like to play that better. Now, moral story is, I think natural gas is going to go up. I did buy about 200 shares of UGAZ. Hopefully, I am not wrong, which is going to be perfect. And then we move from there. And one last thing I want to show is this. Oh, it's kind of difficult, but there you go. You guys see this? This acted as a resistance, right? Tried to go up, rejected, came back down. Did the same thing, tried to go up, rejected, came back down. Tried to go up, rejected, but came back down. Went a little bit up more and then came back down. Same thing, tried to go up, rejected, came back down. Tried to go up, rejected, came back down. Came back down, and finally got to this point, which it was Thursday. That's when the report came out. It actually did not reject it. It held above that resistance, now became support. And when it came back down to this level again, it seems that it rejected, went up to a new high, came back down to this support, which was prior resistance, rejected, came back up. So I'm just looking at the patterns. If you guys see what I see, great. If not, well, you can make your own research. And just, again, this is just ideas. It's nothing special. Hopefully you guys like it. If you do like it, please subscribe. I have all the links below. I have for Webull. So if you're not familiar with Webull, I use Webull for my trading. I use TOS for my charting. Webull has 0 commissions. A lot of people are like, oh, what about execution? Well, execution is not too bad. I'm actually paying extra, about $10 a month. You get the best bid, national best bid offers, which give you the best bid or when you buy market. Otherwise, you don't get that with the regular free. However, $10 beats about $4 per trade on natural gas. I mean, or any other share, right? If it's the $4. So if you trade minimum of make 10 trades a day, you're saving approximately, if you have a discounted rate at TOS, what, $4, $8 round trip, you save about $1,600 a month if you make 10 trades per day. That means you buy, you sell, that's 2. So if you make literally 5 round trip trades, you save about $1,800 a month. That's quite a bit of money. I can do a lot of stuff with $1,800 a month. Probably pay a payment for a Lambo, right? Just $4 if that's how much you are trading. $4. Now, the link is down below. So you get a free stock, I get a free stock, and something they changed. You no longer get $3 stocks. You get from $8 stocks to $1,000 stocks for free. So now that you know, me and you can get a free stock. And you know, webull is actually a pretty decent broker for being free, right? It's just if you want a little bit extra, you just gotta pay a little bit extra. However, I'm not in a position right now to be paying $100 a day of commissions, especially the way I trade. I can make several trades for $100, $200 gains, and not $5,000, $8,000 gains. 100, 200, keep it modest, keep it low. And I think that's what is going to make me successful. That's my type of trading. That's how the way I do it. And I'll be making more videos on how to use webull, especially right now that I had OC orders, or also they call it OCO orders. You know, why not, right? So again, that's up to you. You make the decision. The links, all the links that you need are down below. Hopefully you guys like it, and I'll see you guys on Sunday when I make the next video. Make sure you subscribe.